Welcome to Mora FC. It is what it is. In this tutorial, you're going to learn the two different ways on how to cut and stitch this beautiful pocket. I use a green thread just to break it down, to understand the simplest, to understand the tips, the tricks behind it, to be able to know all the knowledge behind all this pocket, how to cut and how to sew. You can see how beautiful this part has been done. I'm going to break it down the simplest and the easiest form for you. So without wasting much time, so let's get started. You need to cut your actual pockets 5 by 6 inches. With that, don't add no sewing allowance, and we're going to fold it into 4 like this one, like a square, like the way you have seen I folded it. This is how you're supposed to fold your pocket. 5 inches by 6 inches or 5 inches by 4 inches, whatever measurement that you think is good for you. So here you can see I folded into 4. So from this part, from the center, you come down half of inch. There you're going to decide whether you come half of an inch or you're going to let your design to be exactly at the middle. You can make your design to be exactly at the middle or to be more than the middle, like half inch, as you can see. So when you fold it this way, it's always going to give you the measurement. At this point, at the pocket, as you see at the pointed part, you can decide how much you need. You're going to measure 1/4 or 1 inch. You just have to look at the distance there and see how closer. Is it big or small? So when you do it this way, it gives you all the clue, all the measurement that you got to use. I'm using 1 inch over there. Then you come to the side also. You decide how big, how wide you want yours to be. You understand? So 1 inch is okay. So I'm measuring 2 inches over there. 2 inches over there. Then I'm going to draw a straight line. So we are doing the design in front first before we tackle the pocket. So when I look at here, I'm using 1 inch. So when you open it, it's going to give you 2 inch. So this is 1 inch. This is 1 inch. You understand? So I'm going to make my curve. You can sketch it with your hand, or if you have a round, anything that is round, you can use it, to do this curve right here. Like I said, there are 2 ways to do this part. And I'm going to give you all the 2 of them. You're going to witness it, all the 2 of them. So you're going to choose the one that favors you, the one that you think is good for you, the one that you think is beautiful and nice, you give you a good job. You're going to choose the one that you prefer. Do you understand? So I'm explaining the both of them for you too. So you make your curve, you take your time, get the curve right. If the curve is good, it's nice, your work become nice. So this is how they're going to be. When cutting, you need to leave 1/4 of an inch. Don't cut exactly on the line. Leave a 1/4 of an inch. You make notches over here. Put fusing on this part. Put fusing. I cut a fusing just to give you the other method on how to go by it. So I'm putting the fusing somewhere, So after here, I'll use this fusing on it or not, but I put fusing on it. Like I said, I'm explaining both of them to you right now. You're going to see how. So when you're doing your curve, you need to start from the curve first. When you're doing your folding, you start from the curve first. You make sure that you have the beautiful curve before you move on to the next. See the way that I'm taking my time over here just to get the curve. I advise you to put fusing on it so that it will hold everything very, very fast and you get a nice shape curve. So you're always going to start with the curve first. This is the first method. From here, I'm going to show you the second method. I'm going to do it and you're going to see it. So it's a 2-in-1 tutorial. Please, if you're feeling it, give me a thumbs up, like, share, tell a friend about Mora FC. The pocket, we have not tackled the pocket itself, how to do the curve. We'll come there, and there are different ways how to do the curve as well when it comes to the pocket side. So we will come to this part, we will come there, and I'll explain so that you know what to do at that spot. So you just do your arc at the mouth, and you just take your time and you do that. You can see how beautiful it is. So after that, you fold into 2 to check if your circle, the arc that you made, everything, they are equal, they are the same. If they are not the same, you just have to fix here. Do you understand? Otherwise, some parts will be big and some will be small. The curve, some will go deeper and some will not go deeper. There will be a mistake, so you just have to take your time here to arrange everything to make sure that it falls exactly on the same part. So you can see I'm checking to make sure the curve and everything is right. So voila, we got everything right. Then you iron it. This is our curve. So when you put it on it, this is how it's going to be. We'll come back. So let's move on to the second method on how to achieve that. Like I said, this is my fusing. This is the second method. This is my fusing. I've cut my fusing here. So you're going to put it on the fabric. The fabric, the kind of design that you are using, you just have to put it on it, then you iron on it. After that, you need to get another piece again. You can see I put on a piece and I iron it, and I added a pieces onto that. Then we're going to sew from that part to this to go around. Don't sew from the top. You know, we have our small piece like this. Right side will face each other. This is the method 2. This is a method 2. Right side, and we're going to sew from this angle, go exactly at the tip of it. Look at where I'm starting from, this part, not from the top. So let me do that, and I will show it to you the way I stitch it. You can look at it very close. You can see that I stitch from this part. Obviously the place that I've started it. You stitch exactly at the tip of it, then you go on. Then after that, you're going to cut. There's a way of ironing it, and I'm going to teach you how to iron this one as well. This one, when you are cutting at the edge, you need to be very careful. Don't go closer to the edge, because when we turn it over and we are using our screw to point the angles where to get our curve well, you know, if you don't care, it's not taking, your screwdriver will destroy everything. You know, or your scissors will destroy everything, and you gotta redo this. You know, this one is easy and fast, but you need to take your careful. You need to be careful with the angles as well. Do you understand? You need to be careful with the angles, because you can do this one and you get it. It would get mistake. You do mistake, and you have to redo it again. So be careful with the angle when you're flipping it over. You're pointing it, everything out. So this is the face. This is the right side. You iron it. I'm going to turn it to the wrong side and teach you how to iron at that part. So this is the wrong side. You push it up. You push it. Do you understand? So the sewing part will be heading. So let's come to the pocket. Like I said, this is our pocket, 5 inches by 6 inches. We fold it into 2 like this. So now we are on the pocket itself. So when it comes to the curve, you can come just down there. You measure 1/4 inch or 1 inch, and you come to this part also 1/4 and 1 inch that you use. Then you just make your curve to, you know, to meet each other. Or you can get something that has something curvy. You can use it to make your curve over there, or you can use your hand to sketch. There are so many ways. So this one, you can just start at the bottom with a small curve like that. Do you understand? There's another way to make that curve. After, let me cut it so that I'll show you how the results is. After that, then I'm going to cut a different way for you to see. So you're going to pick which one that you prefer. You can see this is how this one is going to be. You know, when you curve it a little bit about the below, and this one too, we can come from the center. You can cut from the center, and we go in more than the previous one. You start from the center, then you go in more than the previous one. So let me cut that one also for you to see how the shape of that one also gonna be. So you're gonna pick which shape you think is beautiful for you, which shape you think is nicer. Do you understand? This one we start from the center, so it's gonna give us a shape at the bottom. You know, the shape would not actually come at the bottom. You can see that the bottom kind of small, because we start from the center, so that the top gonna be. So after that, we're gonna measure around it for the one opening side to another opening side. Whatever you're gonna get, whether you get 16 or 15, you fold your fabric like the way we are popping neck in triangular way, the way that we are popping, you fold it that way. Don't cut it straight. I've used this fabric to make a design. I folded that part, so I'm just continuing using that fabric to do the popping of the neck. Do you understand? So it's not straight. You see the way that we pop a neck, that's how you're going to fold it. Then you cut 2 inches. It's better you cut more than you cut less. So you can do the wrong side and you put this one to the right side of the design, and the wrong side you put it on the top like this, then you top stitch. Remember, at the top I measure 2 inches over there, so it's all going to hit at that part. Do you understand? And this is the holder, you know, like the belt holder. I'm going to get 1/2 inch. So as you can see, I've joined this part, so you can see the pointed part to measure at the center. So I'm going to iron it and flip it to the right side of the pocket. I'm not going to fit exactly, I need to push it top. So it's going to be something like this. So as you can see, obviously the way this part have to look, don't fold it exactly, you need to shape it so that it will go in, so that no one will see the seam of that part. You can see how beautiful the pocket is. So we're going to trim this one. This one is a quarter, it's a 1/2 inch band. This is a 1/2 inch, as you can see, 1/2 inch. Then you flip it. Charlie, give me a thumbs up. I give you 2 ways how to go by this pocket, you know, explaining everything, how your curve, how everything gonna be. So share, like and subscribe. You know, if you have not subscribed yet, there's more to come, so you can see this how it's gonna be. So I'm gonna put my fuse in here. I'm gonna put the fuse in here so that it hold it down. You're gonna say, why am I putting the fuse over there? Because we are going to pop them. We are going to pop around it. Do you understand? We are going to pop around it. So when you put the fuse in there, the fusing will hold the pocket so that the pocket will not be strained, you know, or it's not going to expand when you are working with the popping. So it's going to be easy, it's going to be stiff and strong, so that when you are popping it, the popping will become easy. And also you're going to give the pocket a shape, strong shape, smooth. That is why we are putting the fuses there, to be able to achieve all the kind of strong shape and stiffness. Do you understand? That's why we are putting the fusing over there. And here, that's where we're going to put our band. You measure it. If it's 2 inches, then you have to fold your band into 2, then you cut your 2 inches exactly. There is a way on how to fix this one. Do you understand? There's a way on how to fix this one, so you need to know everything, the right way how to fix this one on your pocket. I have a WhatsApp group. If you want to join my WhatsApp group, so much we are learning, so much that we are supporting each other there. And if you want to join it, you just follow me on my Facebook. Follow me on my Facebook. It's Morai FC, and my WhatsApp number is on my page. You just link me up and introduce yourself. What's your name? Where you from? You know, let's get it down. Morai FC. It is what it is. Please share. Let other people also benefit. As you are benefiting, let other people also benefit by sharing it. They will see the video and they will learn it and they will benefit from it. It is what it is. So you're gonna put it there and see that everything move. If everything is nice, is good for you, then you move on to the next level. We are not going to top stitch this side. We are not going to top stitch at that side. There's no top stitching over there. We just have to put our fuse in and hold that spot. So when you put, let me show you how we can fix the holder. This is how you just have to fix it. Know that is on the right spot. You iron it. Make sure that this is what I'm looking for. I've gotten what I'm looking for. Everything is intact. The pointed part faces exactly at the middle. You have arranged everything just the way you want it. you check here and see if the measurement of here is the same as the measurement of here. If it is not, then you correct it here. You look at the pointed part here, it fits exactly at the middle. Everything is intact. Then you hold it like this, then you open this part, then you give it a mark over there, because that's the way we're going to sew our band. We need to sew on top of it to hold it down to the pocket itself. So our holder here will be on the pocket itself. So we are going to do top stitching, not exactly on the top, by the wrong side. You flip here, then you top stitch here, then you come to this side also, you push it, then you top stitch over there as well, so that it hold the band strongly to one side. You hold the band, the pocket strongly. It's going to hold the pocket very, very strong. Understand? So this is how we're going to pop the pop. I'm going to do a mistake and I will correct you from that mistake. Do you understand? I want to teach you something so that when you're doing it, you don't do the same thing. So we sew around it, half inch or quarter of an inch, depend how big you want that part to be. Do you understand? And at the middle side, we just have to sew like 5 times or 6 times or 8 times in the middle. If you have a zigzag machine, it becomes easy for you. I will see the way I've joined the holder. Have you seen? I've sewed it to hold the pocket so that I give it ground. No matter what you can do, the band will not go off because we have sewed to hold it down to the pocket. So you make a notches over here. Just only the piping side, the material that we use for the piping, just not on the pocket itself. You can see, not on the pocket. Then you do that. Charlie, give me a thumbs up, like, share, tell a friend to tell a friend about Moral FC. It is what it is, you know. So look at the way I'm ironing. This is what I was talking about. I fold it this way. This is not the way that you should fold. Don't fold it this way. If you fold it this way, the top side is going to show like this one. It's not going to look beautiful. Do you understand? You shouldn't have to fold it that way. If you look at here, when you flip it, you're going to see that the top will be showing. So I'm going to unthread that part to correct that part the right way. I'm going to teach you the right way how to do this part. Don't do it this way. I did this way just to show you that don't do fold it this way. So let me go and do that and come back. This is how you're supposed to do. This is how you're supposed to. You have to flip it to the back, then you top stitch, then you go. So let me show you. This is how it was. Did this way and I said don't do this way, so you have to do this way. This is how you're supposed to do. Have you seen? Then you flip it back and then you sew. Then at the top there, you're going to give you a smooth work done. You're going to give you a smooth, and you are not going to see anything. So you just have to take your time, then you iron on that spot. Make sure that you push. If you didn't push, you need to push it so that you let the pocket lay flat. Let the pocket lay flat. The pocket only. Let the pocket lay flat, and you'll be pushing your piping inside. You'll be pushing it with your hand. Do you understand? You're pushing it in your hand. Make sure that you're getting the right spot, the right shape that you are looking for. Here, look at something. You're going to fold it this way. You can see how the way I folded it. Then you iron it. Don't fold it the same level. You just have to blend that one in. Look at it again. You can see, just fold it inward just to hide it, so when we top stitch it won't pop out. So from here you just have to hold every spot with your hemming gum. Hold every spot with your hemming gum. Now make sure that you are putting in hemming gum, a lot of hemming gum, to cover all spots to hold it down. Please, I'm checking if my phone is keep on recording, and I'm using my phone to record. The same phone I used to record, my same phone I used to do. This phone is the phone that I'm using to do everything. It is what it is. The boring part, you know, is when you are doing your video calls, tutorials, and somebody may call you through. while doing it, somebody may call you through just to disturb your video. What can you do? It's the same phone you are using it for recording, and the same phone you are using it for your business. So who knows the time that you are doing a video and somebody will call. You can see how beautiful this is. So I check here, you can see there's a small hole space over there, so I need to put my hemming gum also in there. I'm just making sure that every space in there is covered. Do you understand? Every space in there is really covered. So I just can see that I'm putting my hemming gum with my screwdriver just to cover that angle. So I want all spots to be covered. More IFC, it is what it is, Give me a thumbs up, share, tell a friend to tell a friend about More IFC. Your sharing, your thumbs up, is all motivate me to give you details, to explain everything for you. So here we're going to trim it, but not now. You can see how beautiful it is. So this is what we're going to do next. I'm using the green. There's no top stitching over here, there's no top stitching there. You can see, you give you a smooth curve. I'm using the green thread just to show you. We're going to sew exactly at this angle. We're going to sew exactly at that angle. That's the place that we're going to sew over. Do you understand? Exactly on it. So after that, we're going to top stitch also exactly on that top. The top stitching also is option. If you like, you can do that. If you like, you can do that. So let me go and do that and come back and I'll show you the results. Let me cut here off. You can see this was a requested video, so I don't do it. So you can see that I sew exactly at the angle. Do you understand? I sew exactly at the angle. And the one on top, this one is option. If you like, you do it. If you like, don't do that one. It's option. Do you understand? So you put your bottoms on it. We're done. More IFC. It is what it is. Please, I want to say thank you to all. I want to say thank you. I will appreciate your time, learning and sharing, commenting, telling friends, inviting friends to watch and learn. God bless you all. Me out.